I'll be honest, I'd never really heard much about the Austrian Alps. They were always overshadowed by the more famous places in Switzerland, Italy and France. But after exploring Switzerland for a few weeks, I wanted to see something new. So I headed to a region in the north of Austria to explore a different side of this mountain range. Join me in this video as I hike up some pretty amazing peaks and discover the absolutely incredible views the Austrian Alps have. My adventure begins in the small Austrian village of Elwald, where I started my hike to a mountain hut where I would spend the next few days. It was so nice to be out in the fresh mountain air, surrounded by cows and massive rock peaks. The trail started off pretty easy, but soon it became quite steep. In the winter this place is all used for skiing. So the slopes are really quite steep, which is not very fun to hike up, to be honest, but it's good. The higher we get, the better the views get, so no worries. The views were becoming very pretty, and it wasn't long before I was over the ridge and hiking with panoramic views of the huge cliffs in the distance. I mean, talk about a chill life these cows have. They have absolutely no idea just how lucky they are to live up in the mountains and just lay in the grass eating all day. As I kept climbing up, I was becoming more in love with the beauty of this place. Really surprised by how just insanely beautiful it is. I mean, those rock cliffs on those mountains there are just enormous. And all the fields here are just filled with cows grazing and the sound of their bells jingling. Just awesome. So pretty, so much prettier than I thought it'd be up in the Austrian Alps, but yeah, loving it. It's moments like these I treasure, when you are fully present in the moment and just enjoying every second of what you're doing. I absolutely love it. When I reached the top, I had amazing views of the valley below and all the rock peaks around. But the weather was turning quickly and soon I became covered in thick clouds. So some clouds have rolled in and I can't see a thing right now. It's complete whiteout with cloud or fog or whatever you want to call it. There's just the sound, the eerie sound of the cows' bells. It's a little bit cold, it's very windy, absolutely no view. I'm having a great time. Not really, I want to get off this mountain. I found a spot tucked away from the wind and hung out until the clouds eventually passed and these amazing views were revealed. And as it got sunny again, I started the long descent down to my mountain hut for the night, stopping and enjoying the views as much as I could. Before eventually reaching my beautiful wooden cabin. So this is my little dorm I'm staying in. Got my bed down there and a beautiful mountain view out the window. Not a bad place up in the mountains to stay, is it? The next morning I woke up nice and early and set off for a day up in the mountains again, and it's safe to say I was pretty excited. Good morning from the Austrian Alps. Man, this place is so special and just so peaceful and beautiful. It's amazing. Last night in the cabin was so warm, so snug up in the mountains, and now we're up early, headed out to go find some peaks, some cool peaks to see some views and enjoy these mountains so much, really. It's an absolute perfect day today, blue skies and lots of sun. So I'm all covered up because I'm going to be out hiking all day and I don't want to come back looking like a lobster. After a couple of hours hiking up through the forest, I finally had a view over the enormous rocky peaks where I was headed. And the trail was so cool to follow along through the fields of cows and pretty rivers. This is now one of my favorite mountain ranges in the world. It's just insane to sit up here in the mountains and just see insane, rock formations and peaks with beautiful valleys down below, and everything's just so green and blue and vibrant. It's amazing. I ended up sitting there for a few hours and really soaking it all up, and feeling so blessed to be able to visit such places and go on such crazy adventures. I then continued along the path before stumbling across another stunning mountain hut for an ice-cold beer with an incredible view, where I then decided it was time to end the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.